Throw Gang, we are joined by Call him Nino Brown because he got his zip up, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the Western Wasian, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys with today's full episode only available on
www.throwingfits.com. Yeah, let's get that to 10,000.
Before we get into dining at the final boss of private members clubs in Miami.
Interesting.
Yeah. Bowling against Jack Harlow. What's poppin'? And being inspired to make day in life content, let's get into a fit check.
Should I start?
Please.
Okay. On the feet, got my favorite New Balances ever. These are the 860 V2. It is a collab between New Balance and ALD. The socks.
Wait, I thought your favorite New Balance ever was with Dime, the 860s from like 10, 15 years ago.
My point is my favorite New Balance is the 860 V2.
The model. Okay.
Yeah, the model. And then obviously, you know me, can't have no regular shit.
Right.
These are the new ones. Fucking, I don't think they're, listen, they killed the colorway. It reminds me, I think I said this before. It's like a Ralph Lauren fucking shoe that he'd wear with a tuxedo.
Sick, bro.
An old guy.
Oh, the references of references?
Yeah. Well, the reference hasn't changed. I think you made the same comment the other week.
I didn't know. You made the same Ralph Lauren tuxedo comment the other week in Manchester.
I made the same reference. You reacted to the reference the same as you should, because it is the same reference. Yeah, these are not going crazy. These aren't like going crazy on StockX. So fucking
tap. Is that why you're wearing them?
No, I got them. They sent them to me. I didn't buy them on StockX.
Yeah, that's why you didn't. No, that's why you didn't sell them.
No, I can't. Dude, if it's an 860 V2, your boy is keeping them. The socks are socks with 3 S's.
Socks.
The pants are vintage Carhartt double knees. I am wearing a vintage Fleetwood Mac t-shirt. The zip up, like you said, the Nino Brown zip up is
Nino White.
Yeah, yeah.
White.
Well, you did call him. You should have used that up top.
Nah, you need to establish the reference before you riff on the reference, bro. Come on.
Nino White.
That's reference 101.
It's your boy Nino White in the fucking building, in the Our Legacy Workshop zip up hoodie. The jacket, the piece today, the piece de resistance is my TDR Jefferson jacket.
What's the lining?
Primaloft, baby.
Oh, so it's hella warm.
Damn. Hella warm. Well, that's
I like the green contrast.
Bro, I have a canvas version that has like a royal blue lining as well. I love it. Well, first of all, since we got back from Manny, I still feel like an Anglophile. So like I just want a little fucking British charm in the fit. TDR is
that's what you tell your wife while you're drinking all day. Dude, Jenna, I'm an Anglophile. I gotta go to the pub.
I had 2 Guinnesses this weekend, but nothing crazy. Just a little
At the baby showers.
No, that was 2 weekends ago. But one of the baby showers was at a venue that has Guinness, but that wasn't part of their open bar.
Oh, okay.
So I just had to have normal lagers, like a pensioner.
Never mind. I'm not going to make an anti-Semitic comment.
They're not Jewish.
No, but your Anglophile-philia did not outweigh your roots.
Oh, meaning paying for my own G's so I don't hit the open bar? Never gonna happen.
Sorry. Was the TF Amex not available to be fucking slapped down?
Not that baby shower, no. I have a canvas version. This is the vegan leather joint. Like you said, super warm for a shitty fucking day today.
Yeah.
Though perfect day to podcast because it's not like there's anything else to do.
I love the zippers of TD, like the
Talon, baby.
The zipper hardware.
They got talons on these, bro. Good ass zippers. Shout out TDR. To your point, in terms of like the good in-house labels coming out of stores.
Oh, I read about that on the only Substack that matters.
I think TDR is probably the most underrated. That is by the Covetor and Garb store. Shout out them.
Well, also one of the newest. So
yeah, definitely one of the newest. Yeah, maybe like 2 seasons. I have pleated jeans. Yep. I got 2 Jefferson jackets. The shit is fucking good. Tap in. You know where you heard it first. TDR next up for real, dude.
Yeah, the Southern hospitality of inline private labels.
Yeah. I mean, I hope we can get to Southern hospitality if time will allow it. I'm on board, dude.
Yeah.
The hat is
opium.
Options, Austin.
It's opium.
Yo, at the bowling tournament, I was wearing another of my many pre-distressed options hats, and music had just come out. And everyone's like, "Yo, nice opium hat, dude." Yeah. And I was like, "Okay,
yo, look, it's young Joe Rogan in the thermal under the tee with the opium hat."
As the oldest guy at the bowling tournament, like I should have expected to get fucking chirped about my opium hat.
See, it's not just me, people.
Shout out.
It's not just me.
Shout out Options. Keep pre-distressing those hats and I'll keep wearing them. The sunglasses are Cutler and Gross. Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome. On the other hand, the boxers are Supreme Hanes. I got my Zin. I got my Lower East Side's Finest in the Hydro Flask. I got Lip Balm.
Nice.
Oh, the belt, dude. The big old fucking studded Western belt is from Fugazi. James, what are you wearing today?
On the feet, because it is a shitty fucking day out. I got the Blackbird Spy playing oboes. The socks are Drifties. The pants, another inline label from Haven.
Oh, nice.
Shout out Arthur and his brother. We don't know how to pronounce your last name, and we forget what your non-twin brother's thing
Arthur
is.
and the other one.
Well, we can't talk about this week's guest just yet. The t-shirt is Graziano y Gutierrez. I'm not even going to try and explain where they're from because I did that once before and I was so fucking wrong that they actually had to reach out and they're like, no, James, actually.
You're like, you call them like Oaxacan or something?
No, they're based up in Oregon, but I think they use like Oaxacan textiles
That's
and
definitely right.
that are loomed in northern Mexico or western Mexico. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Shout out G&G, dude.
Hecho in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
The shirt, vintage Carhartt from, I believe, Leja Santa. Shout out Frank and the Mandam.
Damn, that would go real good with my pants, dude. A little
really?
Little off-hue Canadian tux.
And then distressed with your fucking pre-distressed denim hat. That'd be sick.
It's crazy that this hat is more distressed than your vintage shirt.
Yeah, it's because I didn't pre-distress it.
Someone else could have done it for you again. That's the point.
I mean, there's some like fading in the shit.
Yeah. It's a great shirt.
The coat is motherfucking pen. The hat is brand new from Small Talk. I actually walked in wearing something else, but had to throw it on courtesy of Nick and Phil and the boys.
Shout out the boys.
What else? Oh, the boxer Hanes, Ortega, a gift, Lower Side's finest. Bonus hat.
Oh, yo, you pulled out a bonus
Vintage
hat.
from Fantasy Explosion.
Woo.
Shout out Kevin.
Free plug, Kev.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, whatever. I chose to wear it, and then the Small Talk just shut up, and I had to wear that home. All right, fit check, drink check complete. Let's get into the only podcast. The meat and potatoes are the only podcast.
Let's do it.
All right. We threw an event last week with Dirty Water, with Scarrs, with Colbo getting involved. Thank you to everyone that pulled up. We raised a ton of money.
Yeah, we did.
For this brand new school that's being built in super rural Uganda. I'm telling you, I got fucking like seasick. I got seasick driving up to, I guess car sick, driving up to this school in the diesel Land Rovers. It is like way up there.
Right.
I mean, this is the school, not to get too into it, but this is a school where it's like no electricity, kids carrying their younger siblings all fucking day on their backs. Kind of like this podcast. Learning in mud, dirt floors, etc. So building a brand new school, clean water, bathrooms. I mean, this is where kids get like with their one meal a day. So shout out to everyone that pulled up and donated money. The clam pie.
They pulled up so that we could pull these kids up out of the trenches.
Nice. The clam pie.
That's what you want to go with first.
What?
The first thing we got to talk about is the clam pie.
What do you want to talk about?
No, I'm saying the clam pie was that good.
Yeah. So we brought it back for one night only. Apparently there was a version early in Scarr, like OG Scarr V1 days.
Yeah, we got the clam pie lore from Audi 5G.
Yeah. You know, we jammed out with our clam out
all day.
Though this was an iteration that
Noonan
Audi 5G was like, yeah, this is better than like the OG one. Because I guess like people just weren't fucking with the. They didn't purchase the OG one.
What he told me, I don't know if you heard this as well, but all right, a clam pie, that's like a New Haven like classic. Apparently, New Yorkers, when it was on the menu at Scarr's, everyone just assumed that it was a clam pie that had cheese on it because they're not familiar with the style. And I can see that's a little gross. Some people, even though like Oysters Rockefeller, I feel like is adjacent to that. That's like baked in with some cheese. And
that's a lot of assumptions.
But it did not sell at all. So it was swiftly removed from the menu and we brought it back.
Yeah. They also, I mean, they had a lot of, Scarr had a lot of clams. Because they were like baked clams too that they did back in the day.
It's basically flatbread.
We brought it back in the TF version for one night only. It was so good.
It's incredible.
It was so good. Scarr, if you're listening, if you're, I know you're on Good Morning America. I know you're fucking traveling the world, opening up Scarrs around,
buying watches,
global post
and cars,
global outposts. Bring it back because it was fucking delicious.
My only concern was after eating it was immediately like, oh, everyone's breath is going to be disgusting.
Okay.
It's just
you're gonna smooch the menswear enthusiasts, like
maybe, dude. You know me, I'm out here fucking shaking babies and kissing hands, bro.
You're right, because normally your breath smells like what? Cool mint.
Cool fresh mint is in, dude.
That's exactly what it smells
versus clams. I'm like, yo, my man must be diving the way he smells like a fucking clam, dude.
It was delicious.
It was so good.
Again, thank you to everyone who came out, enjoyed the dirties, enjoyed the pie, the clam pie, raised some money for a good cause.
Great crowd.
It was a great fucking time, and like
awesome.
brave the rain. I guess it was fog early on.
It wasn't like that bad, you know?
It was at the end.
At night, yeah.
It didn't stop. Like there were like waves of people. It was great. It was a great time.
It was tight. that back room was fucking jumping, dude. Saw a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces. Everyone was loving the tea. Everyone was happy to donate to a good cause. Everyone was
tea, like the gossip.
No, the t-shirt.
Oh, the t-shirt.
Yeah. Everyone was happy to fucking enter that raffle. Do we know who won?
We don't know who won. We know the number. If you want to go to Dirty Water Hard Seltzer on IG,
okay,
and watch the roundup, and at the end, Dom pulls out the winning ticket.
Okay, got it.
I'm sure he's already gotten in touch with them.
Yeah.
Congrats to you for winning the $500 gift card to Kobo. The most hilarious comment I heard all night was someone said to you, Dom actually said to you at the end as we're leaving, "Yo, man, thanks for coming out. I know that you had a late one last night. Like, thanks for coming out and making it." And it's like, what? Don't salute this man for seeing the sunrise and then like going to his obligation 9 hours later to raise money. I mean, where all you do is show up and eat pizza and drink dirties.
Yeah. Well, listen, those dirties came in handy to bring me back from the brink. I had a little, everyone deserves a little treat every now and then. I think a lot of people,
every now and then.
Yeah. I think people were maybe making like too big of a deal about like the new Larry. There's still like, the beast gets out.
Who's making a big deal out of the new Larry?
I don't know. People on the internet.
Really?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
In terms of like, cause I look,
he's so skinny. He's too tough.
Cause I look so good, dude. They'll kill me.
You brought him down to the juicy. He got juicy A's now.
I do realize that the only person that would kill me is myself.
Yeah.
From having too much fun. But it was the night I had a big back-to-back because like that was
big back-to-back.
That was, you
went home at 9. That wasn't big.
I'm saying the night before.
That's what I was trying to transition where it's like, yo, thank you so much for coming out after.
You're welcome.
After putting yourself through through absolute hell and turmoil.
The rigors of rolling.
Because the night before, I was not able to make it, but Throwing Fits participated in Nolita Dirtbag X some meme coin.
Zora. It's an app. It's an app.
It's an app.
It's an app where you can monetize memes.
There you go.
And by the way, so to get entry, you had to download it and you had to follow Nolita and like whatever. And if the app is to be believed, my man is making like money off the memes. We need to be posting our memes and letting people buy them. He had been making like thousands of dollars apparently.
All right.
I'm just saying. We'll get Max on it, dude.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But all right, I want to hear about the Nolita Dirtbag bowling tournament where you were team captain TF. Yeah?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
Okay, so the first order of business was, so you were out of town, you were in Miami, and we'll get to that. But I was tasked with putting together our foursome. So obviously...
I'm assembling a squad.
Yes. Yeah, I'm putting together a team. Normally, like, right, boom, James is gone. The Fab Five becomes...
The core four.
Unfortunately, Robbie had to drop out last minute because of personal obligations.
So you did, bitch.
So I went to Chuck and Chef. And even though the big thing for me is like, because I had people that ahead of time were talking shit, some of my competitors, and my whole thing was like, yo, I just hope everyone has a good time. We did this 2 years ago at the inaugural bowling tournament. We did... not great, but
we did pretty well.
Yeah. And I'll get into all the results from this time around. But for me, it's like, yo, I'm not going in as team captain to like win. I'm going in so that the whole squad has a good time. But we had a slot open. So I hit Chef and Chuck and I was like, yo, who's like the nicest person at bowling so that we could at least pad the stats a little bit. And Chuck, being the genius that he is, reminded me that Andrew Chen's youngest son is like an elite fucking bowler.
Yeah, he rolls.
He rolls with the best of them. So I hit up Andrew. Andrew was beside himself. He was so happy, dude.
This is like when
almost as if like he wasn't doing me a favor by making me look good.
You know what we do? We hit up the big home. Now that we have big homies that have children that are like small adults, like we hit up Paul at Mildred to get his kids to play in the indoor futsal tournament where they fucking rocked everyone. Where they just destroyed like Team Nike.
Yeah.
That's why Nike stock plummeted. Because they're like, wait, what? We got beat by two fucking preteens from Long Beach?
Yeah.
Bro, sell it all.
This might not be the most tasteful descriptor since we just talked about building a school in Africa. But if you see Team TF on the battlefield, there's going to be a child soldier, hopefully.
At least one.
So
maybe two.
So I was politicking with Andrew and he was like, I believe his youngest son is Hunter. Now, Hunter, despite the fact that he like is a 200 plus bowler and like that is the sport that he plays, all that aside, like we just wanted to make sure before we put this opportunity, before we tried to sign Hunter, we got to do a little due diligence. And to your point, just like you talked about big homies having kids now, like I didn't think that we should probably check with the venue to make sure that a 13-year-old would be allowed admittance and be allowed to roll. Right. I assumed it would be fine. Unfortunately, a dream deferred because the gutter after 7 p.m., because of the drinks, they do not allow anyone 21.
Get him a fake ID, bro. Be a problem solver. Step up as captain. Come on.
Yeah. So unfortunately,
no,
I mean,
you just gave up.
No. I immediately went to Hartman and was like, yo, whose dick, whose balls do we got to shine? Whose dick do we got to suck so that we can get fucking Hunter in the building? I was like, he can show up early. He'll have the chaperone. Andrew will be there. Yeah. Andrew, by the way, I on a chat with him, he's thinking about all the content opportunities that are going to come out of this, of which, of course, I was considering as well. But yeah, I just wanted his services. And unfortunately, we tried. We begged. We pleaded.
What if he launches a fucking meme coin, bro? Come on, gutter. Zora.
I was like, yo, we'll get Zora on Hunter's phone. We'll do whatever it takes to get him up in the building. Unfortunately, the gutter would not budge, and we could not make it happen.
Damn.
So after that dream deferred, we went to our boy Chris Ramos. Shout out Chris. Thank you again for bowling with the boys. So we got our foursome together, and we showed up. And I will say, my big takeaway here is that once I get a couple practice rolls in, I'm a fucking good bowler. I'm not athletic.
What was your high score?
All right. So the way this worked is there were 16 teams.
16?
16.
Jesus.
It's like a full bracket. And I don't remember how it necessarily went down
March Sadness
2 years ago. Yeah, right. But the March Madness at the bowling tournament was
March Sadness.
Was bowling. Well, okay, because you know why we were sad because you weren't there, buddy.
I was sad I wasn't there.
That's the March Sadness. So you bowl to get seated, and then you bowl to advance, single elimination. We bowled well enough to be the 7th seed out of 16.
Okay,
that's
top half?
That's solid.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Sure.
You got to realize that some of the people we're going up against are taking this shit extremely seriously.
Yeah, and a lot of teams were taking it not very seriously, it seems like.
Totally.
Who from our team, okay, so you were the best on our team?
Ramos was the high man in the seeding round. I'm trying to remember. I only took a video or a photo of the actual scores when we bowled in the actual tournament, but we all bowled really well. The big highlight was Chef, who I think had been like basically finding his footing, getting some rolls in.
Yeah.
Ended that seeding round with a turkey, dude.
Damn.
We were losing our minds. It was maybe the greatest sports feat I've ever seen Sham accomplish.
He like came from behind and
no, there's no behind. This is the seeding round. So we're just trying to put numbies on the board ski.
Damn.
That's about it.
They found a 6-pound ball for Chef?
Okay. I think I was bowling a 12XL.
Okay.
I think Ramos was chucking 11s.
Yeah.
I think Chef also, and then I think Chuck was with me with the heavier ball. Okay, so he gets seeded as a 7th seed. Again, not terrible. Top half.
Yeah.
And okay, I will say, just like with Big Wet 2 years ago, complaining about toes over the line, and yelling about Gus Dapperton's team foot fouls and the weight of the balls and all this regulation shit. Like the hardo this year had to be our boy Benny the Broker, who was the manager, not player manager. He was just managing the team from jeans.
Was he wearing like a fucking
they had team bowling shirts,
like a Lombardi fit, like trench coat, like pork pie hat, like big cigar.
But like while
everyone had uniforms though.
No, not everyone.
A lot of teams did. You guys just had
maybe maybe half.
Our team was what? Just pre-distressed hats?
No, you're just dressed cool, dude. You're all just dressed like young Joe Rogans.
You looked like a young Joe Rogan.
I will say when Chef showed up and he saw me in my young Joe Rogan fit, he was like, "Oh, that's what I was going to recommend we do as our uniform is thermals under tees." I was like, "Okay, dude." Unfortunately, I was the only one dressed like young Joe Rogan. Okay, so Benny,
young Joe Rogan or James Franco in Freaks and Geeks. I feel like that was
or Timothy Chalamet in Beautiful Boy.
Or Austin Butler
on the set of Been Caught Stealing. Out in theater soon.
Celebrity wear it while we like it.
So the way that Benny approached this and why I call him a hardo is this is what he told me. And I'm taking all of this at face value because he was being very sincere. That was at least my interpretation. He said that one, he held tryouts to get a slot on the team, of which he also bowled as well. While doing that, he came down with a case of bowler's butt, which apparently is a real injury where you pull your like glute muscle, right? So the takeaway he told me from the tryouts was that one, he was no longer in bowling shape and couldn't bowl in the actual tournament, which is why he became a manager, not player manager.
Damn, he tore his ass.
He did tore his ass, dude. He did 100%. He teared that ass up.
Benny, I hope you are resting and icing to reduce pain and inflammation. I hope you're doing your gentle stretches and strengthening exercises for the glutes and surrounding muscles. And I hope you are taking a stool softener if sitting is difficult.
Well, listen, he was about to get real butthurt later, but let me continue because it only gets more ridiculous. No one at the tryout apparently was worthy of bowling on the team, so he had to go.
This is for jeans?
This is for the jeans team. So he told me that he just did like an open call on Instagram and then was like flying people into town to fill out his bowling team, which was then all just 4 ringers that he was managing.
Just 4 strangers.
So like guys that I don't even know if they knew each other. They were there to handle business, of which they did not handle.
Damn.
They ended up getting the number 1 seed. And I do not believe they made it out of the second round. They ended up
lose to.
Perfectly Imperfect won the whole thing.
Did they hire other people to bowl the balls for them? I guess that's what Benny did. Benny did the PI. Benny did the perfectly imperfect of bowling.
He took a page out of the PI content manual.
They had uniforms.
Yeah, they had t-shirts. Well, you know why? Because they had done a collab with our friends at Small Talk Studio. So I think Tyler just brought tees for everyone. Anyway, congratulations to Tyler and all those boys. All right. So as a 7 seed, our first round matchup was against the 10 seed.
Yeah.
Fuck this industry.
Right. Great meme page.
New York's resident. They're like a skate team. They're a brand. They're a meme page. Great guys. Great fucking dudes. I don't want to say we got motherfucking dusted.
Were any of them so cool that they were wearing a thermal under the tee?
No, but and none of them were too cool for school. They were a lot of sportsmanship from fuck this industry. I did see one of them tag the bathroom, which was cool.
Okay,
that was like some real skater shit. Some dude just climbed the toilet in the bathroom and with a paint pen just did whatever,
sick,
whatever their squad tag is. So that's the kind of dudes that we were going up against.
FTI baby,
yeah. Okay, so here are the scores that TF put on the board. We found
this is in the actual
elimination. This is the
first round when you guys lost to FTI.
So the way that we set this up was that Ramos was the leadoff guy. He bowled a 146.
Okay, pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
I think so.
Okay, bowling a 200. Okay, the way that I understand bowling. Correct me if I'm wrong. As someone who has one time bowled a 200 and got a lot of respect. I think that is the line of demarcation that makes a legit bowler
200
is a 200.
All right, so 146, not legit.
Nah, but
keep going.
All right, I was next up. I bowled a 155.
Okay, also not legit.
And then I forget if it was Chuck or Chef, but it really doesn't matter because one of them, I want to say it was Chuck. Chuck bowled a 101. Oh. And then Chef, and then Chef rounded out with a 107.
Okay.
Now we went into it with the goal. This is how low the expectations were.
Do you have fun?
We had a great fucking
That's all
time.
that matters.
And that's all. Yo,
did you put down the TF card for guys to have drinks?
There was an open bar, so we didn't have to.
Okay.
So we got some Guinnesses to start. Then, for whatever reason, a waiter just brought us a pitcher of Guinness, which we're like, okay, this is not the way that anyone wants to have a Guinness. And then we pivoted.
Well, no, you got to split the pee. You just drink it from the pitcher, bro.
I think there is a picture.
That's your side
I think
card.
there is a picture of me trying to split a pee.
Awesome.
And then
very cool.
And then we went to pictures of Gansett. But everyone had a great time. Chuck's partner Lily joined us.
Jeez, I wonder why the gutter didn't allow a 13-year-old boy to attend this.
Yeah.
When
Honestly,
you have 37-year-old men in Joe Rogan fits chugging pitchers.
Yeah. And then
in their opium hats.
And then Ramos's partner Winona joined us
trim.
as well. So
yo, this pitcher's trim, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I was dropping a lot of trims. It was fresh. It was fresh, and I had the opium hat on. You know, listen, everyone had a great time. I don't remember what fuck this industry bowled, but they had every guy. Everyone beat us. Like not everyone on their team like bowled a 146 or a 155. I think their high man had like a 208. Which is really good.
Legit.
Yeah, there wasn't any scenario where we were going to make it out. So unfortunately, we were the victims of an upset. It seems like we bowled our best
in the
when it really didn't count.
Maybe you guys had bowler's butt.
Yeah, honestly, dude.
Who drank the most beer? Trick question.
Well, Will Mahoney, DJ Boner Boy, had like a team come in like last minute.
I was talking about So, yeah, because I heard I know a team that dropped out at the last minute. I was talking about TF team.
Who had the most beers? I don't know. No one was keeping track.
Okay,
we're just having a good time.
There are no pictures. You guys didn't take any pictures.
No, there was like some. There's
a picture of you and DJ Boner Boy that you posted with a trim thing,
twin trim.
But I was looking for photos of you guys.
I think I don't know where the official, because there was a lot of parties. Cobra Snake was there, and then Mark. Shout out Mark. Mark was taking photos for Nolita. There's pictures somewhere. I just was not sent the links, but I think we have team photos for sure. Right. But I was saying the most beers got to be team fucking DJ Boner Boy, because that team had 20 guys on it. They're just taking turns bowling, having a good time. Met Will's real life brother.
How was Jack Harlow?
Nice guy. You had tasked me with like introduce just what? No. Just
ABC. Always be cooking up guests.
Yeah. It's like, yo, fucking ask Jack Harlow what's poppin' and see if he would come on the show. Yeah. So
brand new pod just hopped in.
So my in is through his photographer, stylist, his good homie who.
All right, but how was Jack Harlow? Nice dude.
So I tried to finesse the intro through his boy, Urban Wyatt.
My trim.
I want to say that I feel like Jack Harlow wasn't like fucking with me. Okay. I don't think I made like the illest first impression.
What, did you actually spill a pitcher of Guinness on him or something?
No, it wasn't like that. I was just kind of like, it was in the seeding round. I kind of might have come in. I don't know. I thought I was being sincere, but maybe I was coming in hot, just asking them how they were doing, like what the plans were, because this is a guy, Urban Wyatt, who had talked shit to me ahead of time. So I was like, okay, maybe the Fountain Louisville or whatever their team is called are like really fucking nice at bowling. What else is there to do in Louisville?
I don't know. Take off all your clothes.
That's St. Louis.
Make baseball bats.
Yeah, or like I don't know, go to the Muhammad Ali Museum. I don't know,
race horses.
Yeah, exactly. Right, horse racing. Anyway, the interaction didn't go to the well enough where then I was like, oh, I should ask a favor from this white rapper with a very bussin' haircut.
Shocked, bro. Was this before or after?
He's very tall.
Was this before or after you tried to split the pitcher?
This is before.
Okay. It looked like you had a great night.
It was super fun.
According to the Throwing Fits American Express corporate card notifications that I got, sounded like it was a great night and morning.
The stupid thinking on my part was ahead of time. We're like, okay, the team is being taken care of all night at the gutter, courtesy of the TF corporate card. What I didn't realize is, and I should have known this, open bar. So that was.
I thought you guys were gonna get a drink beforehand. You're like, yo, is it cool if I get beers with the boys? I'm like, yeah, of course. So please don't go too crazy.
So Chuck and I showed up.
Famous last words.
Yeah, Chuck and I showed up a little early to start lubricating, the wrists and the joints, so that we could roll the balls well. And we were not allowed to drink there.
What do you mean?
Until 7. So we were there at like 6:30 to get the pregame in, and we were not allowed to drink. So we were just hanging out.
They don't serve before 7?
No, I guess they were like setting up for the tournament, and like the bartenders were being very adamant that they were not going to serve us until 7 on the dot. I know, I was pretty pissed about it. I mean, it gave me a good opportunity.
Wait, if you go bowling at the gutter, Lower East Side, like on any day of the week, I can't drink until 7?
No, I think that's got to be a stipulation, a clause for private events.
Okay.
As they were setting up. But it gave me opportunity to catch up with Benny and
with Chuck over a nice warm glass of milk. Like,
yeah. And then obviously seeing Oliver and the Bernie's team, there was like listen, the reason that this tournament, and I'm always surprised that it's not a thing that more civilians, pedestrians like turn up to. It is a really fucking good time, but I guess there's so many bowlers there that it's already kind of packed, and there might be an issue with like, them letting people in, or there might be a capacity thing. But the amount of just like old friends in that room, it is like maybe, and again, this is coming from someone who's also very nice at bowling. So like, obviously I'm playing to my strong suits.
Baby.
You were missed, dude. You definitely need to schedule your travel next year around this. We need to have you there. We need to have the core 4. We need Robbie as our fucking our next man up there as well. We need to be represented. God forbid someone gets bowler butt. Yeah.
You don't want
anyway, it was a night to remember. And shout out to the fucking boys for giving it their all. Yeah. Giving it all out on the lanes, even if again it's not about being competitive. That's whack. It's not about trying hard. It's not about rolling pins. It's about
throwing down the corporate card when no one else in the business is there. Yeah. The hardest working entity of that night was the TF plastic.
Yeah, dude,
I'm sure the friction just might have even fucking melted. The amount is being swiped after hours at multiple locations.
That shit was getting tore up like Benny's glutes, dude.
I was like, bro, How
late were you up? Monitoring in real time.
No, I woke up the next morning. And I took a look.
Yeah.
Doing my due diligence as the company accountant when there's a night out
CFO
by one of us or both of us or one of us, I'm going to look at what's charged.
For sure. And it and
I was like, oh, 2 locations, 3 locations, 4 locations, 5.
I was being real generous at having reimbursed throwing fits for my personal beverages and things.
Real quick, the amount that we tallied up was pre-tips that had gone through.
Oh, so I'm in the red, dude.
Yeah. It's
All
okay.
Right. We'll figure it out after the pod. Anyway, that was my big bowling night. And then obviously followed up at Scarr's, which again, like I ended up.
And thank you for your service, Lawrence. That's so brave of you to come out and do your event obligation after having a night out, morning out.
Well, that was also an event obligation as well. The bowling tournament, I will say that thank God for dirty water hard seltzer, because that shit, when you're hungover, I mean, listen, I don't need to fucking sell dirty water to the audience at home. Everyone knows that we fucking love dirty. We love Dom. We're fucking friends of the brand. Whew. Just like 4 dirties is medicine, dude.
Yeah.
4, maybe 5 dirties. Just fucking the elixir of the gods. All right, so you couldn't go.
Well, I couldn't be there because I was in Miami. Yeah. I was hanging with Ashton Hall, filming day in the life content, rubbing bananas on my face.
What does that do?
Slugging Saratoga waters, sprinting in front of our many fans. Hitting threes, sitting down, and then eating watermelon.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Can you explain? Because obviously,
hey man, the only skincare I fuck with is
Caldera Labs.
What? That good shit.
Caldera Labs.
That shit. Yeah.
Yeah. The sponsor of the show. But what is that banana peel on the face supposed to do?
I don't know, bro.
Potassium?
I don't know, bro. Look, this guy.
That was the thing you ingest.
I tweeted about him on March 5th. I said, new favorite guy just dropped.
Yeah. And you meant that ironically?
On my TikTok, I do get, because I'm a man and men are in crisis with masculinity
and loneliness.
Just watch Adolescence.
Yeah.
One Take Jake. That's what I call Steven Barnes. Big CP guy.
Oh, massive.
Yeah.
Massive.
Big CP guy.
I mean, he's a real fucking bloke. Honestly, I don't think he was acting. He was just playing himself, to be honest.
I think that this is like the second thing he's done that was like a one take thing. He did a movie or something where he's a chef. And there's like a whole one take fucking phenomenon.
Yeah,
whatever.
His name is not Stephen Barnes. It's Stephen Graham. Stephen Graham. Why do you got Barnes on the brain?
I got Barncoats on the brain. You got Grahams on the brain. Barncoat because Noah Johnson is the guest this week.
The real Stephen Barnes coat.
Apologies for lack of video. We had extreme technical difficulties. Very distressing. Very awful.
Memory card was corrupted.
So we figured it out while we're in Manchester. Shout out to Sean Peckham, our videographer from 4,000 miles away.
Yeah.
Who helped us figure that out. We hope.
Our tech support.
But Noah Johnson, the new editor-in-chief of High Snobiety, he pulled up and great conversation. It was like jazz, man. We were just fucking riffing.
It really felt like we had, because he hasn't been on the show since SoundCloud. No, that can't be true.
Early days.
Yeah.
Early days.
Either way, he was I think it was probably maybe like pre-Barstool FU. Yeah. But no, it was like we had, and obviously we know Noah extremely well. This is a guy that we've worked with, we worked for, old friend of the show, old pal. Honestly, just like I think that I know you've kind of disagreed with me, but whether it was Mag or this Noah app that everyone will hear tomorrow, because unfortunately can't watch it again. Apologies. It really, I don't know. It just feels like a fun little throwback run that we're on. And I love that. I love those vibes.
Yeah.
And I hope the audience does.
We're tapping into guests that we already had many years ago.
I mean, mainly
is what I'm hearing. It was a lot of fun, but yes, and he loves Miami, but yeah, I was in Miami with my boy Ashton, doing all the shit. It is wild that there have been we're a quarter of the way through the year. There have been very few like timeline takeovers.
Yeah.
It feels like there's just like much worse things happening where like we can't all just rally around, the Alabama riverboat. But Ashton Hall has clearly taken over.
Yeah. You didn't see him, obviously.
I didn't see him. But I do get these guys a lot on my TikTok. Not that I'm like a man in distress.
These guys meaning day in the life,
meaning
hustle,
grinder, day in the life. Here's my 5 to 9 before my 9 to 5.
Oof.
Yeah. Big like workout dudes, obviously. fucking grind set, but he's the king, right?
Do these other guys wear socks?
I don't know about that.
This guy will wear like boots, no socks. He'll work out, no socks. What is that about? Is that a thing?
The workout no socks, I think, is a thing, but like glossy Chelsea boots with the Hugo Boss jacket over the tank. Wear some motherfucking socks.
That was a tuxedo though, and I was watching. So I don't follow this guy. I've only seen them on Twitter. That was actually a Hugo Boss tux, and I was like, "Why is this guy wearing a tux?" It's because that was Poppy Steak's celebration for 7 million followers.
Right.
The only guy that
he has like a white slave that hands him Ferragamo belts.
A female slave,
white female slave.
Yeah.
She did a face reveal in the 7 million congratulatory post to himself. What's funny is that I don't know, like day in the life content, right? It's so banal. And it's so regular that you have to go so over the top to actually break through.
Totally.
And I still can't tell if he's like genuine or being satirical. What's funny though is that I got hit up, and I'm not going to say the brand, but I got hit up by a bottled water brand.
Yeah. Not Saratoga.
Who's to say?
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And they were like, I was like, what do I do? And they're like, do some day in the life content. And I was like,
they were the one that they pitched that to you.
So this is pre Ashton Hall really popping off, right? I'd seen his shit. I tweeted like new favorite guy. And I was like, that's a bit negative. Let me tweet something positive. And I was like, tweet out some other TikTok kid like this kid rocks. He was doing an MGMT cover.
I saw that.
Fucking rocked.
That black kid, the guitar hero. The young kid. Yeah,
but he makes his own music now.
Oh, really?
Actually,
he's good, dude.
Maybe he should be the outro or whatever the song.
Can we do that? What's his name?
I'll find it.
Okay. Now, the Ashton Hall thing, to your point, I think it started as a sincere fucking Miami brain thing. And then now he has gained sentience because he's popping, and now it's over the even more over the top.
Okay. But zooming out, the day in the life content has always been so ridiculous to me. And we're having this conversation with somebody. Maybe it was in Manchester.
It's possible.
But it was like, it is now normal in day in life content where it's like, first thing I do is I wake up and it's like video them waking up. It's like, bitch, you woke up, set up the tripod, hit record, went to sleep, then woke up. It's like so staged and so, but I don't know if that like registers with people.
You don't think that registers?
I think it's so
Normalized?
so normalized that people are just like, oh yeah, they woke up.
That's
they
crazy.
They brush their teeth. It's like, no, they set up their camera and then they brush their teeth.
I can't get over the performative nature of like the video starting off with the
nothing is spontaneous
with the fakest thing, which is the fake wake up.
Yeah, or like, and then I get home after work. It's like, no, you got home, you set up your tripod,
right?
You hit record, you left your home, then you keyed yourself in and like, I'm home.
Yeah,
it's just, it's performative, it's acting. It's not nothing. None of it is natural, spontaneous. And so with this day in the life content, I was like, well, I can't. One, right? And this is real talk. One is like, I asked for a shitload of money, and I was like, and I will pledge the bulk of that to that girl brand in Africa, because like it's super hypocritical. I was like, one, it's great. Maybe they'll feel guilty where they feel like they have to pledge this money, and that's like awesome, directing money that way.
You thought,
and two, it'd be like so hypocritical of me.
Right.
To take money from a bottled water brand for myself.
When these kids, all they want is water.
They just want to be able to collect rainwater. So negotiations ongoing. The majority of it, if not all of it, will go to this organization. But I was like, if you're doing day in the life content, I can't just do like, oh, I woke up, I went to the podcast studio, I fucking podcasted.
I mean, maybe.
What I wanted to do, and now I can't do this, right? This is before Ashton Hall like blew up, and now it's kind of, I got to go back to square one if I even do this thing, because I was thinking like, oh, I'll take the brand and be like showering with it, just like being so wasteful with it, doing a fucking face cold plunge, because I do that occasionally.
Occasionally, what does that do? It's for pores, right?
It just feels good.
It's the Pharrell thing, yeah.
It wakes you up. It feels good.
How long do you
like a cold plunge?
How long do you submerge for?
Until I need to breathe.
Okay, so
I don't keep a timer.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just keep a towel there and just it's tap water. All right. Tap water. Nice. Sorry. No salt, no fruit, no vegetables, no white slave handing me a towel.
The slaves that this guy employs, at least for his day in the life. Sorry. It's ridiculous.
The craziest thing is that they're like
human capital. Dude.
They take their gun out and they
that was the goal. Yeah. Well, because he's got a shooter now. Oh, can I ask you questions? Because this is one thing that I need your insight on, because I'm on TikTok. Right. So you're on TikTok like a fair amount. You're doom scrolling. Did this day in the life content go like even, I know it was already established genre. Did it go even crazier because of the Target shopping guy, that guy? Did he like really make it so that like, did he walk so Ashton Hall could run, sprint?
Literally,
no pun intended?
Yeah, absolutely. Although it's like, it's easier to make fun of people to clip it out, take it out of context, take screenshots on Twitter.
Of course.
The source is TikTok, right? Where it's like, oh yeah, like, sorry, girl, I'm not trying to fuck. I'm trying to, read my self-help book and smoke hookah.
That's hookah. I was like, sorry, girl, I'm not trying to fuck. I'm sucking dick.
And then stand this close to the TV and watch college basketball. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, come on. Yeah. It's like, wow, what a spontaneous moment you just captured.
Damn, I kind of want to, I mean, I know everyone is parodying these, but like, TF
would go so hard. You can't parody them anymore right now. Because I wanted to parody or just go over the top, right?
Right.
So it's like, I wanted to go one step removed, and it's like film myself setting up the tripod and then getting into bed.
Right. Or like spending 5 hours.
My day in the life voiceover is like, hey, so after waking up, I set up my tripod so that I can film myself pretending to wake up.
So this guy Ashton Hall doesn't do voiceovers. Do most people do voiceover and narrate what they're doing? Is that like a common practice?
No, a lot of people do ASMR where it's like a guy like taking iron to his bed sheets.
Oh, that's kind of what Ashton Hall, I think it's like an ASMR thing with like the belt being unfurled, the ice in the bucket. Here's a question for you. Just like he was flying through the air in for 4 minutes. A funny bit, we're just workshopping now in case you do create this content. It's like you spend 5 hours just based on the timestamp, not in real life, like picking out your outfit. That could be funny. Where it's like 1 to 6 p.m. picking out my outfit.
It's like to go then buy coffee.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Truly. Which is probably what a lot of
and I should be drinking coffee at 6 p.m.
Listen to the show. Yeah.
Yeah. And then what's really funny about him is that, and he is such a Miami guy. Like I literally was, last thing on him is that people are like, it's just smoke and mirrors, man. He's not successful.
Duh.
He's not successful. And somebody tweeted a screenshot of a public information court, whatever, that he got paper served to be evicted from his condo.
No. Ashton!
Just so you know.
So just him leaving with his face bowl and a pair of Louboutin.
Yeah, I think those 6
dress Chelsea loafers.
The G-Wagon Armada might be a rental. I don't know.
And the rolls too? You're telling me he doesn't have the double R?
And the rolls.
Oh no, Ashton.
I know.
Apparently, so I saw people are also being like his college football career was like hilariously bad.
He couldn't afford socks.
Like that was like another thing that I saw. I mean,
he's 5'5".
No.
Yeah.
I guess
someone because in the court papers it's listed. He's like listed as like height, weight 170, eyes brown,
170,
hair black, height 5'5", and then someone in the replies is like, ain't no way, bro. And it's like a screenshot of how tall is a G-Wagon. And a G-Wagon is 6'5.5". And then he's standing next to the G-Wagon. He's like at like the right. I'm like, bro, he's not going to suck your dick. Like,
wow, dude.
He's not going to give you a foot job.
There's defenders. There's Ashton Hall defender. I mean, he's awesome.
It's all just twisted up. Yeah, he's awesome.
He's awesome. We love
what's funny is that, so I spent a few days in Miami and like I stayed right outside the design district and there are guys, and you can attest to this, there are guys that like, in Miami specifically, that are just like full-time scammers, full-time flexers, full-time rise and grinders that are just like filming themselves, not doing real things, and then just editing that shit.
That's their
making money off of that.
That's their job, right? Like that's now. I guess they're all selling something. Like Ashton is selling coaching.
Yeah,
right.
10,000 classes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would have always been like, yeah, these guys are like crypto
someone also tweeted screenshots of they were supposed to make his merch, and he just like,
I saw that,
kept blowing them off.
I saw that he wouldn't pay up. Yeah, that's tough, dude. No, this is and I guess there's guys like this everywhere. I mean, maybe to a lesser extent, New York, but definitely in like Miami and definitely in fucking LA. But like, this is their job.
I think Miami is number one now.
Yeah, honestly, it's like, if you make less money by living this, like by doing this fake coaching online thing and posting your day-to-day lives, like at least you have no fucking state income tax, right?
Well, the best guy is the guy that's like, you have 24 hours in a day. I have 3 days in one day.
Oh yeah. That guy who he's grinding so hard, he manipulated the space-time continuum.
And I know someone that signed up for his classes.
Stop it, dude.
And got fully pilled and is like now like,
no, dude. Yeah. Like a friend.
Yeah.
No,
it's sad. It's sad.
Because he wanted to unlock the secrets of time.
I think he just wanted to like
Strange master.
I think men just want to be manlier men, bro.
I thought it's like, okay.
It's some real shrimp dick shit. Like it really, like
I'm not trying to get into fucking. It's a loneliness thing. Like your boy who signed up, how lonely
it's loneliness. It's like emasculation.
Yeah,
it is like looking for community. Loneliness. It is kind of being bullied or being like having masculinity manipulated or skewed in such a way that you like. It's Joe Rogan, bro.
Well,
it's fucking young. It's your fit. Your fit is what's causing men to drift to the right.
But I feel
and go through deaths of despair.
The Ashton Hall and the unlocking time guy, Jack, Doctor Strange, like that whole thing is about attaining material wealth and success, right? Hence why this video is all G-Wagons, double R's, private gyms, pools. Pussy?
Yes.
Huh. So they're not incels.
No, I don't think so.
Or vol cells even.
No, I don't think so.
They just literally want to get their pape up.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think they want some pussy. I got scammed in Miami.
Wow. By signing up for a class?
Yeah. So I now am a pupil of Ashton Hall. No, I now live 4 days in every one. You guys only have 1 day in 24 hours. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Here's something.
I'm 7 years ahead of you. Since this podcast started.
With that mindset, if you're living 4 days in every day or whatever it is, like,
I'm so tired.
Don't you need 4 times the money?
You know what? I'm so hydrated with this bottled water brand that I'm good. No, so I got scammed in Miami. So like last week we potted. I got back late from London.
Yeah.
Landed, slept a few hours, potted on my fucking grind shit. Woke up, mouth taped. I fucking mouth taped, by the way.
Dude, you do so much Ashton Hall fuckery.
I mouth tape. I fucking cold plunge my face. I got white slaves.
Me. God damn, dude.
I got Ferragamo belts. I got, and then I flew to Miami. Kind of a shit show to get there, but I finally, Miami can be frustrating. Sometimes you want a G-Wagon and a Rolls because Ubers in Miami are a bitch.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Fucking bitch.
But you weren't there that long. If you're there a week, you almost need to rent a car.
I had a great trip. I was there with On. Shout out On for the start of the Miami Open. But I was like, you know what? The next Uber, tried to call an Uber, 19 minutes away.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck that.
No way.
Go and get a taxi. This guy plays dumb. I'm following along on my phone. And he just gives me the runaround.
Oh, he extended
and I'm like, yo, you missed the turn. He's like, no, my GPS. I was like, you got to get your GPS fixed, bro. Like it's taking us the wrong way.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, okay, yeah. And then he makes the left. I'm like, and then I eventually just go straight, make a right, take a left, go straight. I was doing that.
This guy you forced him to. You were forced to babysit him so that he didn't fucking make.
Yeah, and this after flights are delayed and shit. I think Trump gutting the FAA or whatever. No, I really think that's affecting that. Those actions of his first 4 to 5 to 6 weeks in office are now affecting us in air travel. And I think it's going to start affecting us. The fabric of society is going to slowly unravel.
Real quick, because I think I'm with you. When you got back from London, we should have talked about this last week, but I'm actually curious. You reminded me. How was your experience at the border, bro? My shit it felt like it took 5 times longer.
Oh, I was in it. I was right through.
Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah. I do mobile passport control. It's an app. When you land, you just fill out all your customs forms. They tell you to go to a certain lane, and they just actually, I was like, yo, they told me to go here, but this is the diplomat's lane. Hey.
Yeah.
And the guys
you're I'm hell rel.
The guys are I'm freaky Zeke. The guys just go through.
You're good.
But no, I think that travel's fucked up. So I was running mad late for dinner. I was stressed. I was fucking hot. Mm-hmm. All that shit. Was pissed off at this taxi driver. But thankfully, I met up with my boy Anoop and Alex Hartman, aka Nolita Dirtbag. We're going back in time because I can manipulate time. We started on Wednesday.
How to. Yeah.
Now we're back on Monday. We went to Sonny's.
Dude.
Your favorite spot.
And what did you think? Did you get the steak tartare?
No.
Oh, were they sold
first
out?
of all, it's steak carpaccio. That was on the menu.
Excuse me. No, that's the thing. There's the one's on the menu, then there's the thing. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe it is that. But it was sold out that night?
No, just didn't get it.
Oh, all right. It's incredible. Anyway, moving on.
Anoop knows the chef. So we got the tour of the kitchen.
Goodfellas style.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
Yeah.
I made a joke. The chef did not. He's like, who's Ben Shelton? I'm like,
bro, you're using tennis humor on a fucking chef?
Well, I thought Ben Shelton's a big enough athlete where the guy would have recognized him. But
shout out on, I'm not a fucking ambassador, so I can say this. No, he's not a big enough name.
He's number 13 in the world.
Number 13 in the world? Oh my God.
All right.
You maybe know my boy Ben Shelton. He's number 13
No,
in
you
the
don't
world.
know Joao Fonseca, bro? He's the fucking Brazilian phenom. Come
okay,
on.
so the chef didn't know Ben Shelton. No shit.
No. But this is what we complain about all the time, right?
Yeah.
We put in our order, very happy with the order, and then the chef just sends out. He's trying to crush us. And Anoop was like, yeah, he's gonna go heavy. After he sent out a first few things, Anoop's like, yeah, he's going big. Did not send out the carpaccio. Maybe it's not Maybe you liked it. Maybe it's not like a hit. I don't know.
It was the best. I don't remember. And I think we're talking about the same thing, tartar carpaccio, whatever. Though it was the best in that realm of anything I've ever had in my entire life. Of that, like, type of thing.
Raw beef.
It was incredible.
Raw meat. Pause.
It was the best. Yo, that raw meat was the best my mouth has ever tasted. Don't clip that out.
We got crushed with food.
Yeah, that's not great. Not
and
it was. You have to play tennis the next day.
Yeah. And there's like a late dinner. Yo, this is a great trip. It was all tennis, all food, all just like chilling by the pool, all hanging with homies, making homies become homies with other homies.
You could have done actually like a sick day in the life of fake life in Miami because you were really killing it.
I know.
Whatever. Next time.
Sonny's was fire. Hartman ordered a espresso martini as a digestif.
Yeah,
and they brought out the giant mocha pot percolator thing.
Did he know?
No. Did that happen to you?
It happened to the table next to us when we were there, and we were like, "This is," and then it's for content, right? Like it's a stunt. It's a stunt.
It's for sure an IG moment, but it's also I appreciated that because it's like, oh great, we get 8 espresso martinis. Like
that's yeah.
I knew I wasn't gonna have any, and I'm gonna have one, and Hartman's gonna have 3, and Anoop's gonna have they're gonna have 3.5 each, and I'm gonna go to bed, and they're gonna be up all fucking night.
Yeah.
What's hilarious though,
I could have told you that. Yeah.
And this is like the nice. Well, you didn't get it though.
No, I know, but I didn't
That's
even
stolen valor.
When I talked about Sonny's,
that's flex stolen valor.
Yeah, no, but just like seeing it, honestly, Jenna and I were almost. I don't know if the table next to us when they got it knew what they were getting into or not.
I don't think so.
We were like embarrassed for them because it's ridiculous.
It's a great stunt.
Okay.
I fucked with it. Anoop was like, yo, I might get one of these. You can just like buy the giant mocha pot percolator, whatever it's called, for like, I don't know. Not that much money.
Isn't it for what kind of?
It's functional.
No, I know, but
it makes a pot of espresso.
It's for a French diner. A French, like,
yeah, but normally they're like this big. Normally they're the size of like my
I know,
phone.
but a giant one would be like at a giant coffee pot at an American diner or whatever.
Stop you up, hun. What's hilarious is that, of course, being fucking millennials, we like whipped out our phones like, oh, content. Mm-hmm. There was a table next to us of girls that were anywhere between like 16 and 22.
Okay.
And they got the same shit. Like they got the giant espresso martini thing. None of them whipped out their phones whatsoever.
Damn, you got fucking
and we were
like,
it
on.
They weren't like they didn't see it happen to us. We saw it happen to them, and they just didn't like they were on their phones the whole fucking time.
But not creating content, just texting.
Just like Snapchatting
scrolling.
And like, all that shit. But then like as soon as like the giant IG moment comes, like none of them but whipped out their phone and like, oh, what is it? Are the kids all right?
They're too cool for school.
Are the underage drinkers gonna be all right? In that they're not like just like, oh, content.
Yeah, that's damn, dude. Maybe it's a millennial thing.
Maybe.
Fucking yeah. I'm trying to think
it was
of
also they might be a Gen Alpha thing. These girls were quite young.
At Crazy Pizza, when I was dining with the young fair sex, they were all taking content.
I'm saying we were all shocked.
That's crazy.
They were on their phones the whole time.
Yeah. Huh.
And then except for the IG moment, I don't know. All right. So the next night we did on Clubhouse Nights, which second year in a row, your boy has been a participant. I was on Team Sun set, I think. I don't know.
You're the captain?
No, the captain's Ben Shelton. Number 13 in the world.
Damn.
And it took place under like in a skate park underneath like a fucking overpass.
Sick. So you're at Burnside, dude.
Yeah. And there's like a boiler room set up, but like we were just waiting, like fucking around, just like hitting balls in the parking lot.
Just real quick, compared to the on Clubhouse nights that happen in New York, are they like, is it getting bigger and crazier?
I think it's different because like this was like specific, obviously, to the venue,
to the market and the venue,
and like Boiler Room is such a bigger brand that I think like the people were there mostly for Boiler Room.
Was it like a poppin' ass DJ?
I could tell you their names. Neither of us are going to know them. It wasn't the fucking bald Japanese guy. It's like,
well, that guy's
Yusuke, whatever.
That guy's incredible, dude.
Yeah,
fucking brain cancer. He's a samurai in the ones and twos, dude.
His titties were flopping. But when I was fucking around, hitting balls, paws in the parking lot, I almost got run over.
What?
By this two-tone Maybach truck.
Was it Ashton Hall behind the wheel?
No, it was Ben Shelton.
He almost killed you, his own fucking team member?
Yeah, he pulled out so that he could pull, backwards in the spot and just fucking bulled out there. But I almost there was an errant ball and I kind of like lunged for it.
Gotta look both ways, dude.
I know. I was in the parking lot.
Wait, Ben Shelton?
No, I should have gotten hit by Ben Shelton. I could have sued him for $1 billion.
Wait, so you're telling me that one, you could have sued Ben Shelton. You blew it. Two, Ben Shelton has a murdered out two-tone Maybach truck.
Yeah.
That has like built-in hydraulics. Did he fucking make the shit bounce?
I didn't see that. No, I didn't see him bounce.
Bounce like a tennis ball, dude.
No, I didn't see that.
Damn. 13 in the world. I mean, he's making crazy bread.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked.
He's got big deals. Obviously, he's On's like number one athlete. For Iga.
Number one on Hearts, number 13 on the charts.
Yeah. I guess Iga's probably she's number 2 women.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Maybe number 1. I don't know.
That's a real grand slammer right there.
Anyway, it was tough to play. So we were split up into like 2 teams of, 8. It was tough to play because the other team had literally the hottest man of all time.
Okay.
The hot, like, everyone, how like you meet people and you kind of bond over like, oh yeah, what's going on? That's crazy thing over there. Everyone's just like, yo, that's the hottest guy of all time.
That's a cool way to bond.
Chico Lachowski.
Oh, this is the guy you showed me.
Chico Lachowski, just the hottest Brazilian who's so fucking good at tennis.
What's his job?
Being hot. He has like
he's a model.
He's 3.5 million followers in Brazil.
So you're telling me that this guy, because he's hot, but the hottest guy of all time, so he delivers in person more than on the grid.
Yes.
Okay.
100%. He's like,
I've seen hotter guys.
He's like 6'4".
Nice.
So like perfectly proportioned. He was warming up heavily, so he was sweating in the Miami humidity.
Glistening.
So the performance fabrics were just draping on him. Ooh. Fucking perfectly pert little nipples.
Catching every crevice of his
baby,
pack.
like baby toes.
Little tiny dimes on the chest.
Yeah. Like horrible, trashy tattoos, but it somehow worked.
Really?
Yeah. And I literally seen this guy at our hotel earlier, and I was like, or Hartman was like, I think that's like a pro tennis player. I was like, oh, is that Joao Fonseca, the Brazilian? He's like, nah, he just looks like he just has athlete aura.
Yeah.
He had like,
did he meet him?
He had like a whole fucking team around him, like a content team.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if he's got 3.5 million followers or whatever, did you meet him?
No, I did not meet him.
Damn.
It's too hot. I was too intimidated.
Okay. That's fair.
All right, the highlight
people feel when they meet us.
The highlight of the tennis is, by the way, so there was a marked improvement over last year because they took my feedback. They were literally like, yo, like we listened to you.
Oh, wow.
And we made it more equitable. Everyone gets to play with the pros. Because last year, there's a fucking court hog. He ruined it for everyone. I mean, literally people were talking about it this year. They're like, yo, he ain't here.
Oh, you got that guy banned.
You're welcome.
What I know about that guy, not unlike some of Ashton Hall in terms of pedigree. Failed college athlete.
Hey. We don't have to out it. We don't have to dox him.
I do like how your feedback was make it more of a participation trophy situation. This is why Rogan needs to exist.
This is a bucket list opportunity for everyone here.
Okay.
Let everyone like play out their dream a little bit.
That's fair.
And everyone was able to.
Let all these influencers play out their dream.
I got to pair up with my homie Anoop, and we played 2-on-1 against Joao Fonseca.
Okay.
Brazilian phenom.
Mm-hmm. How old?
17.
Wow.
Yeah, baby face. Maybe 18. I don't know.
But Ben Shelton's pretty young too, yeah?
He's 22.
Okay.
And dating Dennis Rodman's daughter.
Who hates Dennis Rodman.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I had a joke ready to go if Evan Ross Katz, the host, was going to come over to me. Unfortunately. And he's like, yo, I'm going to come over to you and like hand you the mic so you like make sure you like have a clip or two.
It didn't happen.
I was going to be like, he's going to be like, James, how is it over there? I'm like, the vibes are high. Coach Ben Shelton just hard launched on the grid. So, we're all fucking loving it. That's it.
Wait, what does that have to do with Dennis Rodman?
Because Ben Shelton just hard launched his relationship with Dennis Rodman's daughter on the grid.
But I thought you were going to make a joke at Dennis Rodman's expense.
About the worm? No.
Yeah, just to like ingratiate yourself with Ben Shelton's new girlfriend who hates her dad.
Nah.
Okay. Whatever. You
don't want to take it that far.
We can workshop it for next time.
Yeah. But me and Noop, we played a point against Joao. I fucking won a point against him.
You.
Well, both of us. But I had the winning shot where I just sliced a backhand kind of like approach volley at his feet.
Oh.
And he legit like was like, ugh, and I was like, damn, this guy fucking sucks.
You embarrassed this fucking prodigy.
I know. It was awesome though. Shout out my boy Ben and Joao.
Mm-hmm.
I believe is how you pronounce it.
Tell me more lifestyle shit.
What's up?
Tell me more lifestyle shit.
Yes. Okay. So that's the end of the tennis, right? Me, Anoop, and Hartman, we finessed our way into Club ZZ's, which
it's a very hard place to get into. I know because I was denied. Chateau ZZ.
You were denied Chateau ZZ's.
Yeah. What's Club ZZ? Is that the same thing?
No, bro.
More exclusive?
Chateau ZZ.
The Chateau?
Chateau ZZ's is open to the public.
Yeah, but they're
ostensibly.
But they're like the place that's like, oh, it's 6:05. Sorry, every res is sold out for the night.
Right.
And they like won't even like let you. This is the place where I've never. And Jen and I were dressed up. And just to reiterate the story, we were treated like dog shit, despite being like like looking head and shoulders above the Ashton Hall looking motherfuckers that were there in terms of fits, Hugo Boss tuxes, etc.
Maybe you didn't look good for Miami.
I look good for everywhere.
No,
but you're right. You got to play. You got to play to your market. No, for sure.
We got to play the market.
We look to.
Yeah. Were you wearing socks?
Yeah, that's why I was. Yeah, probably with fisherman sandals. I'm like, oh, I look so cool. What's going on? I'm like, this guy's a fucking loser, dude.
Yeah,
this
yo, my coat is oversized. It's not skin tight.
Yeah, you're telling
me this guy doesn't have clothes that fit.
The cool guy in a giant seersucker 18E suit and thready slouch socks and jellies from Guyana Kashmir doesn't look cool. What's going on here?
So okay, Chateau Zizi's Mexican restaurant.
Right.
Open to the public unless you dress like shit.
Yeah.
Or like a cool New Yorker.
Yeah, right.
Club Zizi's is like, this is the one where it's been around in Miami. They just opened one in New York. In New York, it's just a private carbone.
Okay. Major food group. Oh, right. Major food group. Yeah.
But the one in New York, you can just literally text like anything you want, like in like 24 hours, and it'll just make it for you. Anything you want. Anything you want.
Damn, I wouldn't even know what to ask for.
Well, that's for me. I'm like, yo, I go to a restaurant because I want,
exactly,
to see like the chef's brain and creativity on the menu.
Because, like, right? Okay, let's say
I want to tap into that.
What's your favorite? Like, just hypothetically, what's your favorite kind of food?
Japanese.
Okay, right. So it's like, why would I go to Club Zizi's and ask for Japanese when I can just go to a great omakase place? Right? What's the thinking there?
Well, Club Zizi's is Japanese.
Oh, okay.
All right. So, okay.
Whatever.
Club Zizi's in Miami
loophole
is like the final boss of like private members clubs.
What's the damage?
15,000 initiation fee, 3,500 a month. That's in Miami.
Wait, so 15 G's to get in to get the opportunity to pay a fee every month.
3,500.
Jesus Christ!
And then you still have to go through the reservation process,
and you have to buy what you consume there.
Yes.
Which is, I'm sure, extremely expensive.
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yes.
What is the point of this?
So again, I'm telling you, this is the final boss of members clubs. And we're like, we have to go. We have to do this. It's so fucking ridiculous.
How do you finesse this?
Anoop knows a guy.
Anoop always knows a guy.
Anoop knows a guy. I was so ready. And we were like, especially with like Hartman, we were so ready to just like be like anthropologists, be like, yo, fuck this place. This place is fucking garbage. Da, da, da. Like, oh, Miami, suck my dick. Yo.
I was sick.
I might do some bottled water content so that I can afford just to sniff at the initiation fee.
This is the charity that we're actually donating to, is James's fee for Club ZZ.
Absolutely not. But Major Food Group does not miss.
They are the best.
This place was fucking delivered. The food was so good. The atmosphere, yes, absurd.
What's the crowd like? Real quick, just broad strokes.
Sitting over there, Winnie Harlow.
All right.
With some like oligarch ass looking motherfuckers and some like, blonde white bitches. Over here, just some like Miami is just like hot women and ugly dudes.
Yeah, for sure.
Sugar daddy ugly mode. Dude, hot.
Yeah.
Mostly man-made Latina.
Beautiful.
Over here, just, a fucking squadron of just like masters of the universe bros, like just straight off the golf course.
Love it.
Slapping each other back, jowls hanging to their tits. More wine, ass motherfuckers.
Damn, dude. I'm
slapping down the corporate card. They were probably all present. It wasn't like a one in, one out situation. Then some like Long Island ass heirs and heirs, because they're men. With like IG thought ass girlfriends. This is really funny. One of them, okay, how do I put this delicately? One of them knew Hartman or had met him like years ago.
Okay.
Through like his brother, whatever, and comes over and says, what up? And da-da-da-da-da. And he's wearing, fucking has like a Van Cleef thing and like, I don't know, like a chrome bracelet, but like a black t-shirt, black jeans, and then like expensive jewelry.
Right.
And then unsolicited, we're like, oh, yo, great to meet you. Yeah, maybe we'll see you at the bar upstairs later. No.
Yeah.
Unsolicited, his homie comes over and goes, yo, by the way, if you boys want anything, like, this is the guy. And it's just like, you want 2C, you want fucking whatever. Like, this is, and it's just Butters, like the plug.
The unsolicited plug sharing.
The unsolicited 2C. I was like, we're like, oh yeah, sick. All right.
That's Master of the Universe vibes.
We're like, we didn't ask for this. He's like, yeah. If you just want,
But that's him trying to really impress the cool New Yorkers.
I guess.
That's crazy.
That was the crowd.
Was he fucked up?
No, not at all.
Damn. So that to him is a normal social interaction for Miami standards.
You boys, yo, you boys want some 2C? Yo, you listen to Fusion, 2C? It's like, no.
Good, bro.
I'm like Googling, like, what is 2C? 2CB?
It's the chemical compound, no?
Yeah, but I was like, what are the effects of it? And I was like, oh, that doesn't sound nice at all.
Is that like the hot new shit?
In Miami, it's like.
Is that happening in New York?
No, it's just Miami, bro.
I wonder if it's going to come, if it's make its way up here.
I don't know. But here's an example of like how ridiculous it is, right? As another table's putting their order in, one of the waiters goes, oh yeah, DJ Khaled loves to order that all the time.
Yes.
And at that point, we're like, all right, we're
the best.
We know where we are.
That's awesome.
Bring out the whole ocean.
Another one.
Bring out Japan. Bring out the whole of Japan.
Nice plug. Let me get another one. Nice C. Let me get another one.
I will say this. Top 5 salad of my life.
Really?
Yeah.
What was in it?
I don't know.
Salad? 2C.
It was so fucking good.
You're fucking tripping off the fucking salad, dude.
Some furikake, some like miso mustard dressing. We had like a fried shrimp, like kind of like a fried rock shrimp dish happening at the same time.
As a white man, I love rock shrimp.
So fucking good. And then like this crispy whole snapper at the end. That was kind of like Thai style. Oh my God.
What's the damage? Okay, so you get a meal for 3 people. What are we talking here? How expensive is this place?
We had like maybe 2 cocktails each.
That's pretty standard.
There may be 1 cocktail and a glass of wine each. I took care of the tip.
What a guy.
I paid for Sonny's because I was like, you know what? Like, I'm getting a little bag here. Like, you know, you guys are here. Just,
you're kind of like, I know Ben Shelton, but this is like your squad. You're like just like me at the bowling tournament, except I didn't buy anything for anyone because it was open bar.
Right.
Basically.
And I used my personal funds.
Yeah. Right.
Not anything that half belongs to you.
Right. My bad.
It was like, and we got some free dishes because I guess we were fucking VIPs. And it wasn't too outrageous. It was like 700 something with tip, tax and tip.
That's a lot. On top of
it wouldn't go that crazy.
On top of your initiation fee, on top of your fucking monthly fee. It's a lot.
Yeah. Damn. Worth it though. Worth it.
Yeah, honestly, and that's the thing. And just to reiterate one point, Major Food Group, they're the butt of a lot of jokes, a lot of memes. I am with you 1,000% as someone who's, ate at a few establishments for Major Food Group myself. It really is good. Like it can't. Yeah. Every joke is true, but at the same time, like what matters? The fucking what's on the plate. It's good shit.
Great service. Our guy Louis fucking guided us. It's a big menu. Guy guided us through the whole thing, and like it was a lot of fun.
That's great.
Like a 3-hour dinner.
Fire.
It was a whole fucking. It was a lot. Got out of there like 1 a.m.
Any stunt shit there, or that's
no. Just that we saw.
Just the people.
Yeah, just the people. Just Winnie Harlow.
Yeah, that's awesome. Shout out to Winnie Harlow.
Congrats on the recent engagement. So the last, and then I'll wrap up Miami, but the last big meal. So Hartman had to fly out the next morning to go handle the bowling tournament. But me and Anoop, we did a early dinner Joe's Stone Crab. Have to.
Mandatory.
Have to. I will say this. I will call them out on this. Me and Anoop, who is a brown man, we showed up at 11:30 when they opened. Mm-hmm. The 2 of us were seated in the children's section. And we showed up because there is a dress code, right? Pants, long sleeve, no open toed shoes, collared shirt, and I thought long pants. And so we were going to go from Joe's to the Miami Open. So we were kind of stressed, like, oh shit, we got to wear like long, like collared shirts and like pants to like the restaurant and then go sit in the fucking heat for 3-4 hours.
Was it boiling down there this time of year?
It was like low 80s. Okay. Like if you're in the direct sun, you're fucked. Turns out you don't have to do that for lunch. Also, we showed up and we were like the second people to get seated. They put us like in the fucking corner next to like the server station where we were eventually just surrounded by kids. And meanwhile, they're walking everyone back to like the main dining room. We were in like the foyer garden area.
Yeah.
And I asked her, I was like, yo, like I've seen some guys with shorts here and t-shirts. Like, does the dress code hold up for lunch? And she's like, there's actually in this area no dress code required in the foyer garden area. In the main dining room, like you're not going to sit there for lunch, even if you kind of like there's no dress code, but like we're not going to seat you in the main room. I was like, well,
it's optics.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
the yellow guy and the brown guy, we were sat like in the fucking nosebleeds.
You think it was racial?
I think so a little bit because like we were like the second or third party to be seated. The dining room was fucking empty. Yeah. They sat us in the shit.
Dress code aside, time of day aside, racism aside, it is about what is being served to you, and the shit I'm sure hit as always.
Oh, of course. Order large, claws, the potatoes, the coleslaw, but
chicken?
No, I don't fuck with the chicken.
I thought that's the whole
It's a cheat code because it's cheap. So if you're with a big party, it's like a half a chicken for like $8.
Yeah,
do that. I will say this: new secret Joe's. Menu move, not secret, but like new rep unlocked. The stuffies. Pause.
What is that?
Huge clams.
Okay.
Fucking clacker
I
clams.
don't know if I like it.
You don't fuck with, but it's minced
No,
up.
I like little clams.
It's minced up,
Linguine clams.
mixed with some Induja sausage, I believe. Or just
Andouille.
sausage. Andouille sausage. Bunch of herbs, breadcrumbs, and then just baked. So fucking good.
The andouille dudes were in the building.
No, it wasn't andouille.
Oh, it wasn't?
It was apostrophe N-D-U-G-J-A. Induja. Not andouille.
Okay.
It's like the spicy Italian shit that they normally do with mussels.
Whatever.
Fucking gas, bro.
Damn, dude.
Highly recommend
How many
that.
claws you put down?
I had 5 large and then one of a noob, so I had 6.
That's so much crab, dude.
I know. You have to.
Well, I'm not a big. It's funny. I do like clams. Contrary.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Crab is kind of and in lobster too. But the kind of crab that I do like is just a stone. It's just a fucking stone crab claw, dude. But 6 claws, brother. That doesn't give you diarrhea.
No.
At the open, no.
No.
Because that's my issue with seafood. It really does run through me.
Well, I didn't do a lot of the mayo-y sauce, like the aioli.
You're just eating your own raw claw.
No, I'll do a little bit of the mayo-y shit, but not. I'm not like dunking it.
Going raw on the claw.
We did go to the Miami Open and we did. Man, this is an excessive weekend. We did a little spontaneous splash out the night before, and we were up playing tennis. Like the hotel we were staying at had a tennis court, so we were playing tennis like 2 hours.
You're earning your claws.
Absolutely. We didn't necessarily earn our front row seats to the Miami Open for the day sesh.
Yeah.
$600 for like 4 hours of front row tennis.
We've seen good matches.
Yeah. Monfils, 3-setter, Kyrgios. He pulled it out, but we had to leave after the second set.
He's back to playing. He's
back.
He's unretired or whatever the fuck he was doing.
He's back. He had his first win. We saw his first win in like 2.5 years.
You win. That's history right there.
He was like shouting, talking to himself, complaining.
Sure.
Like I was like, rooting for a bit of a meltdown.
You got the whole Kyrgios experience.
I had extended eye contact with him at one point because you're like,
yeah.
I'm like this far away from his opponent. He's like over where the camera is. But at one point, I'm just like looking at him, and I kept going like, me and him kept going like this, like, yo, one more point, one more game.
Do you think you were helping him pull it out?
I'm texting with like his boy, and I was like, yo, tell him that he's got 2 goons rooting for him over here.
We sat courtside at the Open for those that one match, kind of,
yeah. But this is at the main stadium. This isn't on an outer court.
That's the $600. Well, if there was ever going to be a friend,
we were on the Hard Rock Stadium field. Like you could look down and see like the grass that the Dolphins play on.
Yeah. But if there ever was a friend that you're going to be at a tennis tournament with who's going to want to splash out $600 for that, it's going to be a noob. I mean, that's what you guys live for, right? So it's like
I say this all the time.
You could have been with a friend who's like, bro, I can't justify that. I don't care enough, and then you're in a weird spot.
And you do it was like free food, free drink, but I had like a beer and like
you already had 6 claws. You're like, I'm good.
I had 2 wings and a brownie.
Okay.
So we didn't really take advantage like the full offering. What a
crazy day of eating.
But I really do believe that crazy sports tickets are like a worthwhile spend.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just can't get over 6 claws.
That's not that much.
Sausage, clams, 2 wings, brownie, a beer.
Yeah, and then I had
a
jerk pork bowl at the airport.
Bro.
I'm a big boy, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
you gotta feed the machine.
Gotta feed the beast, dude.
I just played an hour and a half of tennis.
Yeah, again, you were earning your claws, brother.
Yeah.
It's just funny to me that fucking that menu is wild.
Yeah. Then I flew home. Great little trip to Miami. Great little 2-nighter with Hartman and Noob. Food, tennis, vibes, Pura Vida, which I'm fucking pilled on.
You're a Pura Vida guy?
I love it.
Isn't that Costa Rica? Pura Vida?
No.
I thought that's
like a Miami franchise. That they have a few in New York now.
Oh, I'm thinking of the concept of how you live your life.
Oh,
which is
you're just thinking of like the tourist tagline.
Yeah, for like expats that move to Costa Rica to go like zip lining for a living. They become professional zip liners.
Maybe.
Pura vida.
You're talking about White Lotus.
Yeah, basically.
Let's talk TV real quick.
Okay.
So we're in a bit of a TV. There's no good movies out now, right?
Bro, I've been really suffering. Well, Black Bag is in theaters. I haven't seen it yet. Even just trying to find movies to stream, I have found myself doing a very un-Larry-like thing, which is
reading a book?
No, watching television.
Oh, wow.
Some prestige and some not prestige, because it really isn't much to watch right now.
What are you watching?
Well, I mean, Adolescence. I had to do it. can I be real? It is very good. Definitely going to be on Fiddy's first show of the year. I think the single shot thing, I found it a little gimmicky.
I got pulled in by that, by seeing the BTS, because that's like obviously such a talking point.
Yeah.
It's cool. And I think it does lend itself to the dramatic.
And a lot of
I think it pulls you in.
Oh, for sure. It's definitely immersive. I think that in the past, from my understanding, a lot of the single shot stuff that has gone like viral, most famously like True Detective season 1 with the fucking when they're escaping from the bikers.
Episode 4.
Right, exactly. I think that
more famous is Children of Men.
Right, exactly. I believe
there's one. I
mean, Goodfellas in the kitchen. There's so many famous single shots, right? Some of the shit is manipulated. The fact that this whole show, 4 hours of television nearly, is not manipulated at all. Again, credit where credit is due. I don't know if, and I don't know about you. I binged this. It's a lot to binge those 4 single shots. It's a lot.
I watched
Hard on the Eyes. 3
Saturday night and then 1 Sunday. Hard on the Eyes?
Well, it just
because British people are ugly?
No. Shout out Stephen Graham. No, it's just for me. It's weird. For certain times I feel immersed, and then sometimes it kind of like takes me out. Maybe because I'm trying to figure out, like for example, with the famous now famous from the show where the kid runs away from the school. Right. And they drone out. They drone out of the window and then like kind of do that. To me, it's like I'm watching it and like then I'm like thinking, instead of being immersed, I'm trying to I'm removed and I'm trying to figure out like how they did it. So, it's a bit counterproductive a little bit.
So I saw all that on the BTS first. So then watching it, almost conversely, watching it after seeing the BTS made me appreciate the moment more. Where I'm like, oh wow, that is so crazy that crazy. Like how I saw them do it. Yeah, they actually like did it. Yeah, they executed it, and like, so they shot obviously multiple takes, and like choose like which take to use. I forget how many. I think the most was like 13 takes. One of the episodes. And there are mistakes that make it through because they never got like a perfect take, and so that you see a few like whether it's over talk, whether it's someone kind of like stumbling over a line. I saw that. Yeah, whether it's like missing their mark, like you see it, which I think it's more theater.
Yeah, for sure. What I read is that they would do. It's like 10 run-throughs. They would film it twice. Yeah, every episode was run through 10 times and filmed twice or something like that.
She was run through.
I mean, yeah, like Benny's fucking glutes, dude. Like, yeah. And I could be wrong. I mean, it's just read the Wikipedia page, but yeah. And it just, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, so Severance is done. So it's like, how do you fill your time? It's almost like the prestige television machine. Like, it's like, okay, Severance is a wrap. The discourse is almost also kind of wrapped up a week later. It's like, and now we just got the next thing. And also, obviously, this is all running kind of parallel pathing with White Lotus as well, which to me is
White Lotus is always enemy. It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It's just like bad people doing bad things. Sure. That's all it is. I don't think there's anything much deeper or if like whatever the deeper themes are, it's so white people are colonizers? Yeah. Like, come on, bro. They arrive on a boat just like colonizers. No fucking shit.
I mean,
Mike White's sexuality is kind of interesting.
Well, that no one writes women better than gay men. That's what a lot of people are saying in terms of like the trio. Yeah, Mike White's gay, right?
No. Nope.
Oh, he's
it's kind of
no one knows, or he's fluid.
His dad was a very powerful evangelical preacher in like the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever. Came out and then was excommunicated from the church, and so became anti-church. And Mike White kind of grew up in that context. And his sexuality, I think, is like, I don't think he's had like partners. I don't think he's like necessarily pegged himself.
Well, I don't want to,
that's physically impossible.
Yeah. I don't want to out this man.
But I think his sexuality is kind of like, he's like, oh, I'm like, I don't define myself by
pegging himself. Kind of reminds me of the Sam Rockwell speech. The monologue, which was incredible. I mean, I love that. My thing is this, right? The White Lotus is so vibe heavy because it looks amazing, awesome cinematography, whatever. For my money, the plot development has been extra slow where like literally half of the season, nothing fucking happened. Yep. And that to me, as someone who wants to be there for appointment television, that wants good shows on TV and wants people to care.
As a movie man,
I just thought that if I was to rank the White Lotus, and obviously we got to see the payoff. We got to see who's dying, what's going to happen. This for me just felt like not the strongest offering in the series. That's all.
Yeah.
But again, it's yet to be seen. I don't want to hate. You know, I was late to Severance. I was late to fucking Southern Hospitality, bro. You were correct. God damn, dude. That's what I did when I got back from it. When you went to Miami, what I was doing before I fucking bowled and before I fucking, drank for a good cause at our charity event, Jenna was like, I watched this when you were gone. She was like, you have to watch this show. And everything you said earlier, it is, I think it's the Bravo show with the most potential that's not the Valley, especially as Southern Charm falling off a cliff. This season of Summer House, shout out our boy West, also fucking pretty mid-season.
Yeah.
Not great.
Yeah.
Southern Hospitality.
But there's a big the big discourse around Summer House is like the guys versus the girls, but it's also like the girlies that are on Team Girly Pop are like, girls, you got to stop being like, I'm old.
Yeah.
I want to just go to bed.
Yeah, they're not.
Like they're like, they're exciting, they're interesting, they're doing cool things, but like, maybe this format isn't for them. If they're not going to go out and get wasted and make mistakes and like do crazy shit.
Well, Paige is not long for this world. She doesn't need this show. I think she's bigger than the show. Giggly Squad is
Lindsay. There's rumors of Lindsay becoming a Real Housewife of New York.
I saw that.
Paige
I like
as well.
I like that. I'm not mad at that. Well, if you want to keep them on Bravo, obviously they're big names. Andy wants to keep them on Bravo.
And now that Southern Charm is like a big, kind of like big marquee show on Bravo, a lot of people are on TikTok surfacing up old clips from like early Southern Charm.
Oh, it's incredible.
You got to get on these shows early because the early seasons are where shit is so crazy before they become influencers and have brand deals and partnerships and have to be, conscious about their image, where they're just like cast on the show for a reason because they're fucking crazy, mentally unwell addicts.
Yeah, drunkards.
Adderall like Thomas
addicts.
Screaming at Shep.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking wild. Thomas,
he was a psycho.
Before he went on the show, was in jail for having so much cocaine that it was intent to distribute, and he had like 19-year-old girls running around his plantation.
His white slaves.
He went to jail for that. Yeah. His grandpappy is what the fucking main bridge is named after.
Yeah.
His father refuses to carry around $5 bills because Abraham Lincoln, the man who freed the slaves, is on the $5 bill and refuses and won the Civil War, refuses to carry around a $5 bill. So like, that's why Southern Hospitality right now is still so good and so pure. It's giving early Vanderpump.
100%.
Where
it's phenomenal.
It's young, dumb, full of cum kids that are just running around fucking and sucking and drinking and pinking their fingers up.
I didn't get my dick sucked in the side of a dumpster. It's incredible. Let me ask you.
And it's before they're famous.
Yes.
And so like, Season 1, incredible television. Yes, it's happening in the shadow of Southern Charm, but like divorce it from that.
Yes.
And you do see some crossover with like, oh, what's up? It's Craig's at the Austin's at the club. Yeah. Oh, TJ's fucking, oh my God, bro. Remember the fashion designer in Southern Charm?
Yeah, of course.
What was his name?
I don't know, but I like he was like because he was like a fake menswear guy.
Yeah.
He like was, I don't know if it was like unabashedly prep. Shout out fucking Fred Castleberry. He like was in New York. I think I met him, dude. I'm almost positive I met that guy like many years ago in the menswear days.
Cooper,
yeah. He's a caricature of him is in the Fuck Yeah Menswear book. Like we used him to represent a preppy archetype because there's like a famous picture of him. Like he was like literally, he's a legend. Well, all right.
But Southern Hospitality, it's still there. So season 1, incredible TV. Season 2, I was a little like, oh fuck, they become self-aware. Joey Bottles discovered cocaine.
Yeah.
Sorry, he went from Joey to Joey Bottles. Now he's Joey Bibles because he's like back settled down. He's off the fucking yayo.
He got his dream girl
because O'Shea or whatever is like out the picture. Who clearly was like
the plug.
The Butter's the plug. He clearly brought the Tusi. Yeah. He was the entire Miami to Charleston Tusi pipeline. Yeah. In his fucking budgie smuggler, the Milkman. He's on OnlyFans, just pouring milk all over himself. Link that, Max. We needed some affiliate money on that fucking OnlyFans. But yeah, season 3 is still in a very like they got fucking Lily Grace out the paint. It's
I
wavy,
like
baby.
her.
Nah, she sucks now.
She's the Pura Vida version of Sheena.
Yeah, that's fair.
And she's Burning Man brain, which to me because I used to work with some people like that. They're interesting creatures.
The best is like, how can I believe anything you said? You think that you hallucinated partying with Jesus and Bob Marley? She's like, hey, that shit was lit. Hey,
wavy baby. That should happen. In terms of her experience, I believe that happened. All right, 2 final points we get out of here. One is that what I like about Southern Hospitality is that the kind of people that are on this show are not the kind of people that the Southern Charm cast was when they started, in my opinion. This idea of the West Village is Charleston, that like meme that's happening, that there's those kind of people for sure. That's like what I think of when I think of Shep when he was younger, when even Craig was younger. Whereas these people, it's almost like you took people from New Jersey and you plopped them in Charleston at this club. And I find that to be very interesting because there's not that kind of person on TV and that I knew of until now.
Yeah. I think like Southern Charm ostensibly is about like the gentry class, right? It's about like the ladies who lunch, the heiresses, the Nepo babies, people with nothing better to do except like kill their brain cells and fuck around and possibly find out.
These are blue collar.
Southern hospitality is like the service industry that like actually props these people up.
Sure.
And like
that works.
It is the one we pour your drinks. We drive to the hospital.
It's Operation Mayhem, dude.
Exactly.
That's fire.
My name is Bob.
And
they're all just like under, but at the same time, this like Southern class structure of like having the perfect life, looking beautiful and having the best dog on Instagram, marrying and having kids and the white picket fence and blah, 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 going to church and
the lawyer,
the Joneses.
He's a gentry guy and he is a fucking cog in a lot of what's happening on this show in terms of shit. Being the worst boyfriend that has ever existed. And then my final point is I want to run this by you. For anyone who hasn't watched, like me, this is what Jenna recommended, right? And this is what I did. I Tarantino'd the show, right?
What does that mean?
I started in the future, the most recent thing. And I worked backwards to see how we got
episode by episode or season by season?
Season by season. So I watched season 3 and the reunion and then went back and rewatched to see how we got to where we ended up. I Tarantino'd it.
No, start from the beginning. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Stop manipulating time, bro. You're not the guy that, has 4 days in one.
Nah, dude. And all of it is spent to binging Southern hospitality.
Southern hospitality is truly, I've been saying this. Nikki Ogunake was saying this.
You're right, bro.
When I went to Watch What Happens Live, the 2 gay bartenders that have like a Bravo podcast and do like the Bravo Awards, they were saying that like they're like Southern hospitality this year is so fucking good. Thank you, Andy, for sticking with it.
Yeah.
It really has come into its own. The reunion was only one part. That shit should have been a 3-parter. Well, should have had their own set.
And yes.
So much was left unaddressed.
Yeah. When your reunion is on the set of Watch What Happens Live, you're rising in America, but you're not there yet. And I think season 4 will be that.
Joey Bottles dated Danielle from Summer
He
House.
fucked Luann.
They made out.
Okay, whatever. But he hooked up with Luann. He cheated on Danielle with Luann. He's a legend. He's a legend.
That's Joey Bottles, baby.
Joey.
All right, this has been another episode of The Only Podcast That Matters. Jeff, take us out.